What's up, everybody? Damon here, and on today's episode, Concord developer Firewalk Studios has been shut down. BioWare is assuring fans Mass Effect 5 will look consistent with the others in the series. You can't shoot dogs in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Not sure who would want to. And Stardew Valley's creator finally earned the hardest achievement in the game. This is your Daily Fix. Sony is shuttering Firewalk Studio in the wake of its disastrous release of Concord, the PS5 shooter that lasted less than 2 weeks before being shuttered. The news was first reported by Bloomberg's Jason Schreier. The closure follows the reported departure of director Ryan Ellis, who stepped down after Concord was taken offline. Sony Interactive Entertainment confirmed the news and shared the internal email from Studio Business Group CEO Herman Holst with a statement. Holst writes that SIE had, quote, spent considerable time these past few months exploring all our options, but ultimately decided to sunset the studio, which it acquired in April 2023. The email also announces SIE's decision to close Neon Koi, a German studio working on a mobile action game. The statement reads, in part, regarding Firewalk, certain aspects of Concord were exceptional, but others did not land with enough players, and as a result, we took the game offline. After much thought, we have determined the best path forward is to permanently sunset the game and close the studio. I want to thank all of Firewalk for their craftsmanship, creative spirit, and dedication. The PvP first-person shooter genre is a competitive space that's continuously evolving, and unfortunately, we did not hit our targets with this title. We will take the lessons learned from Concord and continue to advance our live service capabilities to deliver future growth in this area. I know none of this is easy news to hear, particularly with colleagues and friends departing SIE. Both decisions were given serious thought, and ultimately we feel they are the right ones to strengthen the organization. We will work to find placement for some of those impacted within our global community of studios where possible. Concord is one of the biggest disasters in PlayStation history. After years of costly development, the PvP first-person shooter launched August 23rd, priced at $40 on PC and PlayStation 5. But its sales were estimated to be only around 25,000, and its peak Steam concurrent player count was shockingly low. Sony then removed Concord from sale just 11 days after launch, issuing refunds in the process. There was some thought that Concord could return someday in another form, perhaps as a free-to-play game. Now we know that won't be happening. Moving on, BioWare's next Mass Effect game is still a ways off, but fans are already worried the game will ditch the photorealistic and mature tone of the previous entries. Much has already been made about BioWare's other RPG series, Dragon Age, which changed up its look from the mature and photorealistic, for the time, aesthetic of Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 to a more cartoonish and stylized look in Inquisition and the recent fourth game, The Veilguard. Via Eurogamer, Mass Effect 5's project director Michael Gamble took to Twitter to respond to a fan's comment about Dragon Age's new look. When the fan brought up Dragon Age's Pixar look, Gamble said, quote, I'm not sure I agree with the Pixar thing, but Mass Effect is photorealistic and will be as long as I'm running it. Both are from the studio, but Mass Effect is Mass Effect. How you bring a sci-fi RPG to life is different than other genres or IPs and has to have different kinds of love. As for the tone of the game, Gamble continued, it will, quote, maintain the mature tone of the original trilogy. This is all I'm going to say for now. BioWare has dropped a teaser and some screenshots over the years, but that's about it. However, In 7 Day is just around the corner on November 7th. It's a safe bet that's when we'll hear more about the new Mass Effect. Also today, we can now confirm you cannot shoot dogs in the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Animal lovers were a little worried considering developer Machinegames' Wolfenstein games were not too kind to our furry friends. But rest assured, Indy won't be shooting any dogs in his new game. In a wide-ranging interview with IGN, Machinegames creative director Jens Anderson explained that it's already been established that Indiana Jones is a dog person, or at least his family is. In the film The Last Crusade, Indy's father reveals that his son's famous nickname came from the family dog. And while you will encounter dog enemies in the Great Circle, you're not really going to hurt them, just scare them away. Other tidbits from our extensive preview of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle reveal that the game isn't meant to be part of a larger story and is meant to be a standalone entry, just like the movies are. You can check out the full preview on IGN. And finally, after 8 years, Stardew Valley solo developer ConcernedApe Barone has earned what is considered to be the hardest achievement in the game, the Fector's Challenge achievement. The achievement must be earned by beating the arcade game within a game, Journey of the Prairie King at the Stardew Saloon, without dying. You get an achievement for just beating the game, but what Barone did was considerably more intense. The game is a twin-stick shooter with 3 stages broken up into multiple levels plus boss fights. So if you're struggling to 100% the game, fret not, for it took the game's creator all these years to grab that last achievement. And those are your stories for today, Tuesday, October 29th. Heads up, the IGN store is running an early Black Friday sale called Black Friday Advance from tomorrow, October 30th, through Sunday, November 3rd. We've got a bunch of great deals, including 70% off IGN branded tees and tees from our original shows like GameScoop. Check it out at store.ign.com. I'm Damon Hatfield, and we'll catch you tomorrow.